This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm CILETTI here with a quick look at your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The rise in COVID cases pointing to the younger generation this time around, the UK variant that's driving the force behind this. This week, the CDC announcing youth sports and other extracurricular activities are spreading these COVID cases.
When you look at the entire population, there's relatively more protection among older individuals as opposed to younger individuals. So what we're seeing now is what appears to be, but it's actually the reality of a disproportionately more infections in younger individuals. You combine that with what you just mentioned, what Dr. Walensky said about clusters of cases in daycare, as well as school sports, particularly team sports, which people engage in close contact without masks.
Now in Florida last December, the virus was linked to high school wrestling tournaments. 38 people tested positive. In Minnesota, 68 cases spread involving a virus variant. It was linked to sports including hockey, wrestling, and basketball. While the CDC says youth sports have driven up the number of COVID cases, that's not the case in classrooms. It could be because kids, teachers, and staff are all wearing a mask in the classroom. The director of the CDC expects remote learning to be a thing of the past by September, regardless if children are vaccinated or not. She said teachers are being vaccinated and other measures can be taken by schools to promote a safer learning environment. Phoenix Public Library is getting the green light to reopen. They've been closed for in-person visits since March of last year. Some, including Burton Bar, will open as early as the 19th. A mixed reaction from fans about the firing of Arizona men's basketball coach Sean Miller. Some Arizonans weighing in after the news spread quickly online.
The university had to cut ties because of the potential damage he could do to the brand or the school. So I think it was a good move.
Now, this puts an end to Miller's 12-year career with the program. Some people pointing out that other program coaches were accused of the same NCAA violations and that they should be looked at as well. We will have to wait and see, of course, who Miller's replacement will be. Some say the timing's not fair because it leaves the Wildcats with less than a full lineup of candidates to choose from. If you're planning a trip to the Grand Canyon, listen to this. Starting today, visitors can now start entering through the east entrance once again after a year-long closure. Access will resume along State Route 64 at Desert View right there. That's right by Cameron, Arizona. The East Gate has been closed since April of last year in an effort to cut down on visitors during the pandemic. Big news coming out of Gilbert today. Plans for the SANTAN Adventure Park are moving forward. Town officials signing off on the design of this project, which will be located near Warner and Santan Village Parkway. Not everyone on board with this, though. Some are concerned right now about the sound of go-karts and other noise all day and all night right by those homes.
My wife and I, we go to bed about 9 o'clock, get up at 5 in the morning because we're retired and we can do that. Okay, people are upset because dogs bark. Can you imagine now go-karts? That's going to be like, come on.
The nearly 5-acre park is set to be built over multiple phases.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. It's going to be a little bit warmer today. It's also going to get breezy and we'll see some passing clouds. Our temperature tops out at 93 degrees in Phoenix. We'll also reach the low to mid 90s in western Arizona, a little warmer down in Yuma. Temperatures in the 60s in Flagstaff, but we could make it all the way to 80 today in Sedona, 80 in Page, and 82 in Winslow. So it's going to get warmer across the state today, but winds will also get stronger, especially across southeast Arizona, where wind gusts could be as high as 40 miles an hour. For the valley, breezy this afternoon, gusts as high as 20 to 25 miles an hour. But because of the strongest winds in southeast Arizona, the very dry conditions too, we've got a red flag warning or a fire weather warning for that area. The fire danger is going up. Of course, across the state, we've got to use caution, but especially in that pocket of southeast Arizona. Highs in the low to mid 90s through the weekend with mild overnight temperatures in the 60s each day.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, go to ABC15.com or just download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.